Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome to the Top Tenner Show. I'm Liv.
And I'm James. This week, we are discussing the 10 best games of 2007.
This was one of the best years to be a gamer, so let's dive in and see what makes the cut.
Starting this list off, we have the legendary Mass Effect. Mass Effect stands out as a stellar example of video game excellence, captivating players with its rich, expansive universe and deeply engaging narrative. The game's strength lies in its revolutionary approach to storytelling, where players' choices genuinely impact the storyline, leading to multiple possible endings. Why don't more games do this? I don't know. Take a page from Mass Effect, come on now. This level of interactivity in the narrative not only enhances the gaming experience, but also invests players in the fate of their characters and the galaxy. The intricate plot, filled with memorable characters and moral dilemmas, offers a depth that goes beyond typical gaming fare, making each playthrough uniquely compelling. Moreover, Mass Effect boasts impressive gameplay mechanics and visuals that were groundbreaking at its release. The combat system blends traditional shooter elements with RPG mechanics, allowing for a customizable playstyle that caters to different types of gamers. All these elements combine to make Mass Effect not just a game, but a full-fledged experience that has left a lasting impact on the gaming community.
I will admit, I haven't played this game yet, even though I'm sure I'll love it. I just don't know if I want to commit because I know it's a long series. I digress. I know I'm missing out. On deck at the 9th spot, we have Uncharted: Drake's Fortune. This is the first game in the Uncharted series. This game is filled with puns and will take you on quite the journey. You play as Nathan Drake, who is accompanied by Victor Sullivan, aka Sully, and Elena Fisher, who happens to be one of my favorite characters in the series. This trio is on the hunt for the long-lost treasure of El Dorado. This game planted the seeds for the series to flourish, so you need to give Uncharted: Drake's Fortunes its flowers if you're going to praise the later games. Will we get another Uncharted game in the future? Time will tell, but I'm hoping we do. I'm not ready to close the book on Uncharted series just yet.
When this game came out, I remember everyone and their mother was lined up outside GameStop for their pre-order copy. So honestly, capture it again. Let's get Uncharted of Uncharted. I don't know, I'm bad at titles, what can I say? At number 8, we have a game that is still enjoyed by many to this day, and that is Team Fortress 2. Team Fortress 2 is a shining example of a multiplayer game done right, captivating players with its unique blend of humor, distinctive art style, and engaging gameplay. Released by Valve, this team-based shooter distinguishes itself with a cartoonish, vibrant aesthetic that sets it apart from more traditional, gritty shooters that we're used to. Each character or class is not only visually distinct, but also comes with its own set of abilities and weapons, which encourages strategic team play and ensures that no two matches are ever the same. This variety keeps the gameplay fresh and exciting, appealing to both casual gamers like myself when it comes to shooters, and competitive players alike. Beyond its visual charm and dynamic gameplay, TF2 has cultivated a strong, dedicated community, which is a testament to its enduring appeal. Valve has continuously supported this game with updates, including new maps, items, and game modes, which have kept the community engaged in the gameplay evolving. And if you remember what Liv said, more games need to do this. TF2 is a shining example. Step up, developers. The introduction of user-generated content and a marketplace for in-game items has further enriched the player experience, allowing fans to customize their characters and strategies. This level of support and community engagement has helped Team Fortress 2 remain a beloved staple in the gaming world long after its initial release, and one of the best games of 2007.
It's honestly incredible that a game from 2007 still receives updates to this day.
I never thought we would be talking about this next game, but at number 7 we have Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, aka Modern Warfare. When Modern Warfare burst onto the scene in 2007, it completely revolutionized the first-person shooter genre with its cinematic intensity and gripping realism. If you remember, in the past it was always World War II, so congrats, you're in the modern era. The game transported players into a thrilling, modern-day battlefield, offering an immersive experience with its cutting-edge graphics and a fast-paced, fluid gameplay that felt like you were truly in the thick of the action. Its compelling narrative, which unfolded through a series of gripping missions, made players feel like the protagonists in an epic blockbuster film. Also, if you were around for Team Chat back then, whoo boy, that made men and women out of all of us. With its innovative multiplayer mode that introduced customizable loadouts and a progression system, Modern Warfare set a new standard for the franchise, making it an instant classic and a must-play game of its time.
I won't lie, I really fought James on this pick. I will say, I think Call of Duty used to be much better back in the day, but don't expect to see this title when we get closer to the present time. 6 on the list is Bioshock. This is the first game in the series which is critically acclaimed for its narrative, visual design, and gameplay. Bioshock takes place in 1960, where you play as Jack, the sole survivor of a plane crash in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, where you discover an underwater city named Rapture that happens to be in disarray. Jack is trapped in a strange and dangerous dystopian society, and he needs to find his way back to the surface. I'm a big fan of the art design of this game. If you fall in love with the first game, then you've got 2 more games to look forward to as well.
I just got 2 words for you. Big Daddy. One of the quintessential perfect enemies in all of video games came from here. At number 5, we take a trip into outer space with Super Mario Galaxy. Super Mario Galaxy took us on a whimsical romp through the cosmos in 2007, proving once again that Mario is more than capable of breathing new life into the vacuum of space. With its gravity-defying gameplay and spherical worlds, this game had us looping around tiny planets with a dizzying, joyful abandon that only Nintendo could engineer. The lush orchestral soundtrack paired with a vibrant, imaginative level design on every planet made each jump and stomp a delightful adventure. It's no wonder Super Mario Galaxy left other games starstruck, capturing hearts with its interstellar charm and solidifying itself as a celestial highlight in Mario's illustrious career.
Mario in space? What more could you ask for? 4th on our list is a game I loved playing growing up, which is NCAA Football 08. You may be asking yourself, really? A sports game on the top 10 games of 2007 list? Let me explain. The My Player mode called Campus Legend is by far my favorite career mode in any sports game ever. You start off in high school, and based on your performance, colleges will give you scholarship offers. Wherever you choose to go, your story has just begun. What I loved about this game was the low-key role-playing elements. Your player has to choose a major to study. There will be tests during the season that you actually have to answer the questions for. I like to think of it as a trivia minigame. If you fail, your GPA will drop. If your GPA got too low, you couldn't play. A lot of the in-depth academic role-playing elements were cut in later iterations of this game, which is a shame. There's really not a game like it. This might be my plea for the Student Athlete Simulator. I know EA Sports College Football 25 is out now, but it doesn't compare, in my opinion, to NCAA Football 08.
Here we have yet another example of Liv enjoying a narrative, but not playing an RPG. When will it end, Liv?
Number 3 on our list is Rock Band, which happened to be another staple from my childhood. Rock Band felt like a huge step up from Guitar Hero at the time because now you can sing or play the drums. You can invite your friends over to take over your living room to play these instruments, so people didn't have to wait their turn for the guitar. This game was one of my favorite games to break out during a sleepover, which I'm sure my parents really enjoyed. I love the story mode aspect of the game. James, don't say anything. You can create a band name and choose your band members, then go on tour. This is how you would unlock songs and such for free play mode, but I took my touring very seriously. I truly wish we would get another Rock Band game because it was so much fun.
I have no comment at this time. However, I will say couch co-op is basically dead nowadays. Rock Band was a really fun way for you, friends, you, family, heck, you and random people at a con to get together and have a good time. We need something like this back in gaming. And Liv, get a better narrative. At number 2, we have Final Fantasy Tactics War of the Lions.
At this point, I think I have to accept the Final Fantasy is here to stay. And that's okay this week as I claim the number 1 spot, but I'm still going to keep my foot on the pedal here and say, enough!
Finally, Final Fantasy Tactics The War of the Lions released, and it is a masterful reimagining of an already beloved classic, delivering an intricate and compelling narrative that dives deep into the themes of class struggle, political intrigue, and the cost of war. This seriously is probably my favorite story in all of gaming. Full send. This game not only polished the original's visuals and mechanics, but it also introduced new characters and expanded story elements which enriched the lore of Evilus and provided such a more immersive experience. The strategic gameplay is both challenging and rewarding, with a complex job system that allows for nearly limitless, and I mean limitless, customization of characters. This depth, combined with beautifully rendered cutscenes and a sweeping musical score, solidified the War of the Lions as the pinnacle of tactical RPGs, offering an experience that resonates with players long after the screen fades to black.
Another week, another Final Fantasy game on the list, brought to you by the one and only James.
One of these days, Liv, you will get a Final Fantasy in the mail. Hey, it might even be 16 of them.
That is way too many, but I digress. Our number one pick is personally one of my favorite Tony Hawk games, with Tony Hawk's Proving Ground. I really enjoyed the single-player story mode in this game, as you may have guessed, where you have to travel to different cities and win competitions. There are different skate styles you choose from which focus on specific storylines, and you can experiment with different skate styles to expand upon your skills if you so choose to do it. In this game, there are 3 skate styles: career, hardcore, and rigor, and I remember playing this game at least 3 times to experience each storyline. With career skaters, you have access to bonus tricks like nail the trick, nail the grab, and nail the manual, which slows down time for you to execute the best tricks to perfection. Your goal is to get a team, earn skating spots, and score a shoe deal. Hardcore skaters are a different breed. They skate because they can, and don't you dare get in their way. Hardcore skaters use the aggro kick to gain extra speed, skate check pedestrians, and skate bowls effectively. Skating around the city would get frustrating with all the NPCs trying to body check me. Last but not least, we have the rigger skaters, who have the ability to add pieces to the environment to skate on, which allows you to build the setup of your dreams. If you're looking to play with friends, that's fine too. Tony Hawk's Proving Ground offers the free roam skate that you have in other versions of Tony Hawk games.
I think the moral of the story here is Liv enjoys a narrative, not when it's an RPG, just a narrative thrown in there to be a narrative.
I like to create my own narratives, James.
One word: facepalm. And that does it for this week's list. 2007 delivered banger after banger when it comes to games. So the real question is, did Liv and I honestly get it right? If not, let us know in the comments as to what game you would have liked to see make the cut on our list.
I think we put together quite the list. There's something for everyone on it. We had quite a variety of genres this time around.
We even learned a fun fact about Liv. Her and narrative don't mix in the way it should. Thanks for watching today's video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Top 10er show. Next week, we're going to be talking about the best sports franchises that aren't Madden. Seriously, we've had enough Madden.